It is Friday the 13th, 2014. Current time is 10:31 GMT. Jay Misley with Daily Forex Trading Outlook. Well, it is Friday the 13th, and there are more than enough reasons to be defensive heading into the weekend. Specifically, events in Iraq, and the market is going to have to guard against an escalation of the crisis over the weekend, or any news out of there that's going to affect the oil market and the risk sentiment in all global markets. So for that reason alone, you'd expect the market to be defensive today. We have had a diversion overnight late yesterday with Carney suggesting a risk of a rate hike earlier in the UK than expected, with some now factoring in a possibility before the end of the year. And that saw sterling spike higher. Clearly 170 is its pivotal level on top, and probably has to hold 169.50 to keep that in focus. As for the euro dollar, as you saw, it has clawed its way higher, but it's below that 135.80 to the figure level that I've been citing for some time. Now, if you look at the daily chart here, sometime meaning this week, if you look at the daily chart, I've drawn a trend line. I like markets when there is a trend line, because it does indicate momentum. But for that level to be, that trend line to become valid, we'd have to take out 130.503. Looking at retracements for 139.67 to 136.67 to 135.10, 1.3570. How am I getting better drawing with this mouse? Is 38.2%. We got up to 135.75, 135.89 is the 50% level. So that's right within that 135.80 to figure level. As I said, the high is 135.75. I've been mentioning 135.80 to figure most of this past couple of days. That remains my resistance. Any move, should it occur above 136, probably runs into selling, but for now, the upside is probably capped unless we get above that 135.80 to figure level. Note, one reason for the euro dollar getting a little pop was Kuroda, Governor Kuroda doing some verbal intervention in euro yen. This dollar yen came off back towards the 102 level, and euro yen regained 138. So that kind of gave some support to euro. As far as the euro goes, as I mentioned, let's look at the 1 hour chart. I mentioned that 135.50 is a pivotal level, while within 136. It kind of sets the tone and can be a magnet as it was yesterday. We traded on either side of it most of the day. 135.50 is still in play as long as we're below 135.80. That would be kind of a neutral level, and a move back to it would not be a surprise. Only negating that would be 135.80 gets taken out. So that's it for now. You got a defensive Friday. You got to watch stocks. You got to watch the headline news, and we'll see if anything develops over the weekend. But it's clearly a defensive Friday, and the only way euro dollar is going to go higher is if there are stops to be run, starting with the high at 135.75. I suspect 136 will be tough, but you could be that would be a pivotal level on top, as that would turn the market a little more neutral. So for now, at least we have a bottom in place at 135, and but the retracement so far has been a modest one. Now, you've seen me post articles before. This one is called "The Market Is Not My Enemy," not your enemy. You have to just click on this link. It is applicable for this market. I've seen too many traders fight the market and get into trouble. This is an article that is dear to my heart, and I think you should really read it. So, I emphasized this before. This article I wrote some time ago, and I think it's one of the better ones. And so for those in this quiet period right now, it's really suggested reading. Anyway, that's it. We'll touch base over the weekend with a more broader view, but for today, I think it's a defensive Friday the 13th.